Alright, what's up, watchers? Welcome back. It's good to see you again. I was not originally planning on streaming today, I'm gonna be honest. So I talked a little last week about the original plans for, Val's big birthday stream, which was yesterday. If you didn't catch it, we watched all of Final Fantasy XV's cutscenes, including all of the ones from the DLC, all of the ones that were added after the fact. It was an awesome time. It was 8 hours of basically one big movie night. Highly recommend that VOD, as well as just all of Val's birthday VODs. I think they're all awesome. Not just saying that because I'm in them, by the way. I think they're just a really good time overall. You are Cube, defender of the polyverse. It is your duty to guide Cube around the things Cube cannot go through. I don't know if that's a reference to something, but either way, hello 100th Assassin, welcome to the stream. So we did that yesterday, and originally the idea was that, we were gonna do jumping jacks, and that was gonna be our, replacement for our usual drinking game. The issue is, we started stream setup, and Val was like, hey, I actually don't have enough room around my stream setup to, do those. And then I also tried to do a few as just like a test, and then, it turns out jumping up and down makes it very, very hard for facial tracking to work. So, yeah, we eventually were like, hey, we don't need to make this a challenge every single year. We can just watch a fun movie, we can just have a good time. But yeah, so because of that, I am not as physically exhausted as I thought I would be today. The issue is, my brain was still in the mindset of, oh, I don't have to worry about my stream today because I wasn't planning on doing it. So, I knew all day today, it's like, okay, I should, like, put together a thumbnail, I should, like, figure out something, but I kept putting it off, because I was like, I have plenty of time. So in the morning, it's like I'm doing chores, I'm like, yeah, I got time, you know? Let's not worry about the stream just yet, whatever. And then in the afternoon, I make myself my lunch, I read for a little bit, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should sit down and do a little bit of writing. So, I turn on one of my favorite, just general ambient music playlists. It's about, I'd say, an hour long, a little over an hour long, and I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Because whenever this music stops, then I'll know, okay, it's like 5 o'clock, I should go deal with the usual start of stream stuff. And then I got really into writing. And then after a bit, I was like, hey, wait a minute. The music stopped. How long ago did that happen? You want to know the answer? It was half an hour. So, I kind of was like, oh, shit. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Because I was looking at all of the RPG Maker games that I want to play, and I'm like, oh, it would take too long to make a thumbnail for these. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. What do we do instead? Minecraft. Because for a while now, I have been tempted to do just, like, random, like, guerrilla streams of Minecraft, because I have a little forever world that I've been working on and off. Admittedly, a lot of the time, I just kind of, like, mindlessly grind for resources in Minecraft, so I haven't actually done as much building as you would think. Yes, the music stopped by Frank Sinatra. I really need to listen to more Frank Sinatra. Like, that seems like such a, just, like, classic musician, I guess, like, not... The fact that classical music is a thing makes it hard for me to put this into words, but it's like, he's such, like, a timeless musician, and somehow I've never listened to him. Okay, that's a lie. I have heard Fly Me to the Moon, but everybody has. Who hasn't heard Fly Me to the Moon? I think it's, like, next to nobody. But yeah, either way, so between, catching up on the Half-Life VR AI 2 stream that happened last night, which, honestly, there are technical difficulties, that's fine. It's just so fun to see HLVR AI back. Yeah, between that and writing, I just lost track of time. So now you guys get to see my fun Minecraft Forever world. And I'm going to be working on a little village that I'm building up. People that heard the SpongeBob spoof first, Fry Me to the Moon. I'm not surprised that that's a thing, but at the same time, I'm more surprised that I haven't heard it. I mean, I first heard the one where it's like, fly me to the moon, let me kick its fucking ass, let me show it what I learned in my moon jujitsu class. Like that one, that's a classic meme. But yeah, either way, let's just hop right into things. So, oh, this is what I forgot to set up. Cool. There's always something. Every single stream. There we go. Just gotta resize this a little bit. So you may notice at the bottom... Oh, what? Wait. Wait a sec. Okay, I'm going to... Nope, that's not how you do that. That's not how you do that at all. Okay, I think... If I do that... There we go. You either listen to Frank Sinatra or Evangelion. That's fair. I also need to watch Evangelion. That's another thing where it's like, oh, this is like a timeless classic. I know, like... Okay, I can't say I know nothing about Evangelion. I'm pretty sure I've had the entire thing spoiled for me, but, like, I just haven't consumed it myself. Java Edition, good choice. Hi, Critical Hit, thank you. Yeah, it's because I specifically wanted to have a bunch of mods. So, I realize I have closed, CurseForge. Oh, okay, minimizing it takes it off of the stream. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. But yeah, so I have, a bunch of mods installed. They're all sort of like Vanilla Plus type things. Technically, I do have, another quote-unquote forever world that is Cobblemon. We're not playing that one. Not today. Because I just want to work on builds that I'm already working on. So yeah, I have things like amendments, I have biomes aplenty, you're gonna see that one. I have chipped, which just adds like 30 variations to every base game block. I have ones that add new paintings. I have Farmer's Delight. I have some furniture mods. Just some random shit like that. So, I don't know if I can provide like a full mod list. I've never done this before, but I basically just took a bunch of stuff off of like the main page of CurseForge, where I was just like, oh, this looks interesting. So yeah, I have a few different ones, but we're going to be specifically playing this one. And I'll show you guys around a little bit. Like I said, I don't have too many builds at the moment. So, I figure playing this on stream might be a good way to motivate myself to not just grind for villager trades. I've joked with my friends before that I play Minecraft like an idle game, and, yeah, I really do. I've really got to stop that. Why am I in the void? Why am I in a void? What? Huh? Okay, here I am. Alright. Oh, you are loading so slow. Come on, you can do it. Oh. I'm realizing that we may face a certain issue whenever I go back to my base, because you'll eventually spawn back. Yeah, I know, it was more just sort of like, why is this happening? Oh, okay. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna just show you guys around this little island first, in that case, while I wait for everything else to load. So yeah, this is my little fishing island. I kind of just set this up. It was supposed to be a temporary thing until I built a little, like, fisherman's hut over here. And then I ended up just liking my setup on this island so much that I just didn't leave and have kind of kept building it up. And have started... Oh, right. I forgot that I still have my keybinds a little bit messed up because, as it turns out, Windows computers come with this fun thing known as click lock. And that makes it so you can just set Minecraft to do things in the background, and you don't have to be playing actively. Also, you may notice this. So, one of the mods that I've added, I think it's amendments, made it so it changes... I don't know if it changes the wandering villagers to look like Santa Claus and also have different trades, or if they add, like, a completely separate, like, wandering trader that shows up whenever it's, like, Christmas in real life. But either way, I was playing, this the day after Boxing Day, and I was actually on this little island doing some fishing, and one of these traders showed up, and one of his trades was just TNT. So I put this here in commemoration of this event. Okay, good. It looks like things have loaded. So I do have a mod called Icarus, which adds in wings. I know that it's technically cheating for me to have these whenever I haven't even been to the nether yet, let alone the end. But, flying's fun. In this world, I'm very much just, like, doing whatever is most fun. And sometimes that is just, like, adventuring. Sometimes that is just, like, flying randomly. So anyways, I should have given a better introduction to this area, I'm realizing. So, this town here, if my frame rate will go a little bit higher than PowerPoint levels, this is going to be the village of Will-o'-the-Wisp. That's the fun of mods, you can do whatever you want. Exactly! So yeah, this is going to be a little village. It's going to be very, like, Halloween themed. I've added this big sort of custom tree to the center of it. Because I wanted, well, okay, here's the thing. This was supposed to be the center of town, and then I realized all over here, it's, like, hills, and then there's the river. So this is more gonna be just, like, on the... sort of, I guess, the eastmost side of the village? I don't know, wait. Where is north? Okay, that's south. So, yeah, this would be on, like, the westernmost edge of the village. But either way, so, down here, this is supposed to be sort of a little inn area. What? Okay, the fact that it lagged tripped me up. I swear to God, I am usually so much better with those wings. I really hope it doesn't do that the whole time. Like, please don't lag so much. Okay, let's get all this back on. That sucks too, because I had a lot of levels. And now I gotta reorganize my inventory again. Okay. Just a sec. Am I hearing monster noises? Okay, you know, I'm gonna go in the inn. Oh no. Oh no. Please stop lagging. Why do I have these in here? Oh, I guess I was doing a little bit of fishing before I logged off. Tools here for now until I can put all of this stuff away. Alright, so yeah, so this is supposed to be a nice little, like, inn. So down here we have sort of a restaurant type of area. If I remember correctly, Farmer's Delight does add, like, a new villager type, which is, like, a chef, so I'm going to add that in. Eventually, whenever I get villagers in this place. So then you can go upstairs. This part isn't really, like, decorated or anything yet. But I do have some little, rooms up here. This is, like, the biggest room. And then we got some smaller ones over here. Just a little, like, almost bed and breakfast type situation, except it's, you know, it's not just being run out of somebody's house. So you'll notice I do have a couple extra builds over here. And this is what we're probably going to be working on the most today. So this is an idea that I had where I was like, okay, I'll have this, like, apothecary here in this little village because it makes sense for there to be a cleric in, or, like, any kind of magic user in a very, like, Halloween-themed town like this. So I was like, oh, I'll make this, like, apothecary, and it'll have this nice little tower. But the more I look at it, the less happy I am with this build, so I think I'm just gonna take it down. Meanwhile, over here, this is one that I'm a little bit happier with at the moment. This is going to be a little general store. So, using the different, like, vegetable crates and stuff from Farmer's Delight, I figure we can make, like, a little produce section. Have, like, some displays up here with, like, maybe some meats. Just, you know, general stuff like that. But, yeah. So I'm not really sure where I want to begin. Actually, before we do that, though... Oh yeah, I've also got all of this out here, so this way I have places to store all of the big building materials that are used a lot in Will-o'-the-Wisp. Yeah, this is the Trader Joe's store. And then also, I forgot to mention, but this little room over here, this is going to be where the guy who runs the store lives. So I figure he'll have, like, a nice little apartment in here. Mostly because I realized I made the place, like, really big. And wasn't sure what to do with all that space. And plus, with the villagers, sometimes I've noticed if they live, like, too far away from specific work blocks, that job will never be filled. So, yeah, I figure, before we actually get started on this, though, I'm gonna go and show you guys my base. Because I do have some extra stuff that I'm working on there, too. So yeah, so I've made this path sort of curve out this way. And then there's going to be a bridge over here. And then I used a combination of chipped blocks here. So these are actually made out of just mossy cobblestone, but using the masonry bench that I have over there next to all my supplies, I was able to make these nice bricks. And then these are actually made of mossy stone bricks that just have the same type of block as the cobblestone. I figured it makes it so it looks like a little bit more worn down in places. So I've tried to keep the stone bricks, like, more to the center of the path. But yeah, this will go through this nice little, like, golden meadow. And then, because I'm me, I set my base in this nice little lavender fields biome. I remember actually resetting this world a couple of times. Ignore that. Ignore the ugly-ass platform. As you may have noticed in Will-o'-the-Wisp, I'm using a lot of packed mud bricks. And I needed to get a bunch of dirt somehow, so that's part of my dirt manufacturing line. That's another thing that we could work on, because I'm trying to extend this hill outwards a bit. Yeah, I didn't quite finish this path just yet, but I do have some supplies. Oh yeah, I have enough dirt, so I could totally work on this hill for a bit. But first, before we do that, God, I need to not fly. I need to not fly directly into the wall. So, this is my house. Made this a nice little porch. I was gonna put, like, benches and stuff out here, but it didn't really work with using these as shutters. Also, where the hell did these go? I think at one point, actually, a creeper blew up this side of my house, and I guess I just never replaced those. I should get on that. I'm actually gonna do that before I forget. Because, I mean, obviously I already have. I do have a mod that makes it so I can cut down. There we go. Okay. Oh, this lag. This lag is a lot. I don't know why it's doing this. I mean, I guess I do have a bunch of mods installed, and I'm running OBS and facial tracking all at once. The house is my new favorite. Thank you. I worked hard on it. Also, I'm getting distracted. I keep forgetting to eat. It'd help if it would update on the screen. Anyways, okay, so this is my house. I've got this, like, little fireplace here. I have this couch. I believe this is from the handcrafted mod. I do need to build more chiseled bookshelves to put over here. So I'm obsessed with the idea of having just, like, a shitload of chiseled bookshelves, and they all have, like, actual books in them. You're gonna see that in the rest of this house. So over here is my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. We have bananas and avocados. We actually have fried eggs in here. Actually, real quick, now that I have these ready, I'm just gonna make myself egg sandwiches. Alright. Why is my hunger not updating, please? There we go. Okay. So yeah, the kitchen is probably one of my favorite rooms in the house at the moment, just because it works surprisingly well, given how much space I have for it. And then I have my little dining table over here. Got this nice view of the hills and all the trees I have growing in my backyard. So over here I have this little study library area. These are all random books that I fished up. Just ones that have enchantments that might prove useful in the future. These are all mending books. Eventually I'm probably going to switch them up with, like, actual written books, but that's gonna take some time. And yeah, and then I have, like, a little reading desk here. So, then we go upstairs. This room doesn't... Oh, just a second. Vesta? She tried to jump on top of my computer and immediately slipped and fell. But yeah, either way. So I have this little room here. I haven't done anything with it yet. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with it, to be honest. But... oh, well, it's there for... okay. Enderman left me a little gift. Come on. Alright, so yeah, here is my bedroom. So I've got this easel here. This is from the Joy of Painting mod, which I haven't actually gotten too into in this particular save. Which, maybe I should change that. So I've got, like, this here. I was very happy whenever I put these item frames here. Because these do just look like little paintings, if you think about it. But yeah, I've got my double bed, which I'm gonna use soon. And then I have this. This is where I just store, like, extra gear. I guess I have flax and stuff in there. I don't actually go into these very often. I mostly just get into this one to grab my bow. Because I do like going out and just flying around killing random mobs. But that's not the point of the stream today. Now, oh, also, over here, this is supposed to be just, like, a general, like, crafting area. Almost like a workshop. But I also have some, just, like, barrels that I've set up. Oh, yeah, I've also been trying to collect some, like, blue ice. So that this way in the future, if I want to make a nether highway, I can. So yeah, so this is the inside of the house. And then I have this little, like, takeoff area here. just because I fly so much, I think I actually use this entrance to my house more than the actual front door. But yeah, so back here, it's very much just a function over form type of area, let's say that. I got this mushroom from the world's tiniest mushroom biome. I traveled like 10,000 blocks, and I think the mushroom island was like 10 pieces of mycelium and 1 mushroom. Oh, and also, we do have some skeleton horses kicking about. I haven't tamed this one or anything. I just kind of have it tied up for future use. I do eventually want to build a little stable and then have this guy live in it. Yeah, so over here. So remember when I said I have like a dirt production thing going on? This is part of it. So as it turns out, if you put moss next to a 2x2 grid of pine saplings or spruce saplings, when the podzol appears, like, it'll convert the moss to podzol, and then you can just dig that up, and it's just dirt now. Which works pretty well. But yeah, I was growing a lot of, like, jacaranda. The acacia trees are almost entirely for will-o'-the-wisp. I was also growing a lot of, like, the maple trees that you may have seen, like, just around will-o'-the-wisp. Until I realized I kind of didn't like how the maple wood looked, excuse me, with acacia wood. So down here I actually have like some little farms and stuff. And this is going to be the area that's probably causing as much lag as it is. So down here I have at first just this little like general farm. Has everything that you need. I think the only plant I'm missing is beetroot, and I regularly forget that I don't have it. I have a little lava farm down here. You may have noticed that I have a bunch of, like, lava buckets in my inventory. That's because I smelt a lot of stone and a lot of kelp for villager trading. And then I have my little enchanting setup down here. I believe these are all books of mending as well that I just kind of scatter about. So this way I have them on hand. And then I got some blocks of lapis back here. Yeah, so you go over here, and I do have extra things of both flax and wheat. That's because the wheat is useful for making the brown bricks, the packed mud bricks. And then flax, this stuff, for anybody who doesn't know Farmer's Delight, you can actually just take flax. Actually, I think this might be amendments. This might be an amendments crop. But yeah, you can take flax and just turn it into string. It's a very, very useful crop to have. Because like I said, I do a lot of villager trading. So, the more avenues I have to make a profit, the better. So yeah, this is my fun little machine with a million chickens. This is how I usually fix my mending tools. And I'm gonna go and fix the frame rate because, oh man, oh god, they're moving in stop motion, Jesus. Okay, come on. Please, please game, please game. Come on. The more of these I kill, the better the game will run, surely. Oh. Okay, this is something that I really should have done before the stream, and I just didn't think of it. Come on, come on. Could have made Chick-fil-A nuggets with that, yeah. Gonna make myself some Popeyes. Oh, God. Come on, come on. Come on, just kill the chickens. Come on, come on. I'm certain that this is what's causing the lag. But the game is making it so only one is dying at a time. No, why is it still sideways? Come on. Okay. We'll save the world real quick. Maybe that'll help. It did not. It did not. Okay, actually, just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try pulling up Task Manager, and I'm gonna just close a couple of things. Yeah, like Discord. I don't need to have Discord open right now. I'm not doing shit with that. Okay. Okay, I've closed some things. It didn't help. Okay. Okay, I think it's slowly getting better. Please. So anyways, I hope you guys have had a good week last week. I definitely did. I went on a couple of adventures, actually. So, next weekend, I'm going out of town to celebrate one of my friend's birthdays. It's gonna be an awesome time. I'm really looking forward to it. The issue is, she wanted to go swimming. So, I don't have a swimsuit, or at least I didn't. Mostly because, like, the opportunities to go swimming have been very slim for me in the last, I'd say, like, 5-6 years. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on, game, you can do it. So yeah, so on Tuesday, I got out of work. I'm like, holy shit, it's gonna stay light out until like 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go take the bus to the local mall. I'm gonna get myself a nice swimsuit. I did not realize how dire the situation is in terms of, like, options of swimwear. Because I swear to God, like, there are about 3 different stores in the, like, local mall in my city that all have swimsuits. There's even one store that is entirely dedicated to swimsuits. The issue is, the selection at all of these places was, okay, we have, like, 20 to 30 bikini tops. We have 20 to 30 bikini bottoms. We have, like, 5 one-piece swimsuits. And then we have 1 tankini, so it's basically like a tank top as, like, your upper wear. And, see, the thing is, I don't like wearing bikinis. I get why people like them. I get why people like wearing them. They're not for me. And, also, I'm not a huge fan of one-piece swimsuits. So oftentimes, I do go for tankinis. Like, I go for tankinis, and then I go for, like, the boy shorts option. Because it's what feels the most comfortable for me. So, I won't say that I'm, like, over the moon with the option that I eventually chose, but it's a swimsuit, and at the very least, I got it in plain black, which, to be honest, I'm surprised that that was one of the options. Because every other swimsuit that I was seeing was, like, super bright, super colorful. If there were plain black options, it was usually just like, oh, here's, like, a basic bikini. But yeah, so anyways, I spent a couple of hours just walking around doing that on Tuesday. And then, as the week progressed, I kind of got some inspiration for some personal projects. Specifically, a little doll making thing that I want to do. Also, I've just realized my inventory is full, and this is also going to be full. Oh, God. I really should have thought this through. Oh, well. You know what? It is still morning in the game. So what I'll... Just a second. Okay, never mind. I'm losing my mind. So... what I will do... Wait. That should not have just been one feather block. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Oh, God. It really is chugging. Okay, I'm going to just take all this. I'm gonna clean out my inventory. I'm gonna put these in here. And then I'm gonna go to the village, and I'm gonna drop off all this chicken. But yeah, so I had an idea for a little, like, a doll making thing that I wanted to do. But the issue is, I needed armature wire for it, because I want to make it posable. So I was like, okay, I definitely have that, right? Thursday night, I spend like an hour looking through all my craft supplies. Turns out, I do not. I don't have armature wire. So, cut to Friday evening. I get out of work. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Michael's. I'm gonna go get that wire. Because then I can just work on this over the weekend. Spoiler alert, I did not work on the doll over the weekend. Eventually. I'll get to it eventually, but yeah, that didn't happen. Either way, though. So I go to Michael's. I just look around there for a bit, because it's also just fun to walk around Michael's and, like, look at all the supplies and stuff. Alright, I've also got to make this trapdoor. I should actually use, so over here, I do have another modded block. You'll notice here, I have a sawmill. And this will make it so if I put a log in here, I can just, like with the stone cutter, I can just make all the different recipes just straight from here. So, give me those trapdoors. I think that's actually cheaper than making them the usual way. Because if I remember correctly, it's like the crafting recipe for trapdoors is supposed to be like 6 wooden planks. Yeah, I tend to also have a hard time committing to personal projects from time to time. It happens. It does. And it does kind of suck, because a lot of the time, whenever I really, really, really want to work on something, I'm too busy to actually do it, or it's like, I'm too tired to work on it. Okay, good. That looks good. Oh, right, I forgot to put away my tankards. Just a second, let me go put this over here. That better not kill me whenever the ticks catch up. I usually write it down on a list so it reminds me to actually go do them. That's fair. Yeah, with this one, I know that I'm going to get around to it eventually. It's just this weekend, it just didn't happen. It's because, okay, so I go to Michael's. I'm like, I get my stuff. Feeling good. I stop by a nearby Walmart as well, because I needed new socks for work. I get those. I'm like, okay, cool. So I have to walk like 5 minutes to get to the bus stop, right? And as I'm walking there, I walk past a Montana's, and the little devil on my shoulder goes, hey, I have free will. I can just go in there and get food if I wanna. So I did. And then by the time I had gotten my food, by the time I'd finished eating and got my bill, it was already, like, almost dark out. So I'm like, oh, okay, shit. I gotta go. I run to the bus stop. Bus shows up. I get on. And then I go, hey, where is my backpack? So I have to get off the bus, run all the way back to the Montanas, go, hey, I think I left my bag here. Can I go look for it? Thankfully, it was still at my table. No one had sat there yet, so it was fine, but, yeah, that was a very scary, about 20 minutes. Hooray, Storm knocked out power for an hour. Damn, that sucks. Also, I should mention, so this is the village that I usually go to trade at. You'll notice I have, like, some extra stuff out for them. I like villager trading. I use it to get, like, a lot of different materials and stuff. I use it to basically make sure that I'm never low on food, although, as you can guess with, like, the chicken farm, that's usually not too big of a concern. But yeah, so it's like, I get out of the Montanas, it's, like, pitch black dark out now. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna Uber home. Fuck it. I'm gonna eat the idiot tax. It'll be fine. I pull up Uber on my phone. For some reason, it was like, oh, yeah, you wanna, like, you wanna drive back to your apartment, like a 20-minute drive on a Friday night in the city? Oh, yeah, that'll be $8. I was like, huh? What? Oh, also, I should mention, so you may notice this here. This is not a dirt hut. This is gonna be my storage area. I have not finished it yet. I've said that about basically every single build so far. Well, I can at least finish those pillars. That looks pretty nice. Yeah, it's because I got so sick of my storage all being outside and then getting blown up by creepers. But either way, so now that I've kind of shown off everything, I think first what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to keep building out this hill. It's not the most exciting thing, but specifically I want it so this path coming down from here looks a little bit more natural. It should be noted that I am not the best builder in Minecraft. So when I made this house, I did not consider how close to the edge of this, like, hill it was. So whenever I tried making a path up here originally, it just kind of looked awkward and kind of bad. It doesn't help also, I'm not sure if it's all that obvious based on, like, where I've been so far, but the world generation in this world is a little weird in places. Like, there are just weird floating blocks in places where there shouldn't be. There are a lot of just, like, I know this is in the base game too, but I've noticed there are also, like, just a lot of, like, random holes with water in them scattered around. So yeah, there's a lot that I need to do to make this place look a little bit nicer. But I figure I have all this dirt from digging up this path anyways. Kind of works out. But yeah, so $8 Uber, that really made me feel a lot better about the whole situation, because before I was like, oh shit, I'm spending a lot of money lately. I gotta stop. Yeah, I figure if I can just, like, maybe leave this a little bit, like, just have this be 2 blocks instead of just 1, like the rest over here. Because I don't want it to be, like, super big. I just want to give some semblance of a front lawn. Yeah, so by the time I got home on Friday, I was pretty tired. And then yesterday, I spent 9 hours with my good friend Valkyrie, so, and after that was done, I was like, okay, I have enough time to eat dinner, take a bath, play Uma Musume on my phone for, like, an hour in bed, and then I just passed the hell out. So, maybe this week, I'll be able to do some sewing and stuff. I know I'm gonna get some good writing done next weekend, because I get to take the train again! I don't know what it is, but every single time that I write on the train, I can just get into, like, a flow state so easily. Like, there's something magic about trains. They just... They unlock the word part of my brain. They make it work good. Let me see. Yeah, that's working out pretty good. It's getting dark, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon. Oh yeah, also, should mention, all this stone that you were seeing over here, it was originally a cave. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't lead to any resources or anything, so I've just, closed it up. I figure it'll be better to, make... It'd give more space for this hill to sort of be built out, if I didn't have to worry about the cave. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to build this out a little bit more. But yeah, it's like I have a lot of plans for things I want to do. Like, you've heard me talk about it, like, with this world. But it's just, I never quite get around to it a lot of the time. I think it's also because I have that stupid perfectionist thing where I'm like, okay, I need to wait for the exact right moment. I need to wait until I'm in the right headspace to do this particular fun thing I want to do. Also, I just realized I never read this message. Had a similar situation of leaving a backpack at a restaurant, except it was $50,000 worth of engineering equipment at a hospital, and it was 24 hours later. Oh, god damn. That is like 10 times worse than what I went through. Holy shit. I can't imagine. Like, my heart was pounding just leaving my backpack that had, like, I don't know, it had, like, lobster clips, armature wire, a few pairs of socks. Like, it didn't even have my wallet or anything in it. I had that on my person. But just losing the bag by itself was enough to get me nervous. I can't imagine if there was, like, anything actually important in there. Okay. Any moment now, a monster is gonna come out of the ominous fog and comes fucks me, so I should probably wrap this up. I was about to say, I think the lag is getting better, and then I tried to eat chicken and it didn't work. So, yeah, it's still kind of bad. It makes it really nerve-wracking whenever I try to land, too, because, every single time that happens now, I'm like, am I gonna die? It's like, please, I want the responsiveness of the normal game. Okay. Is there anything I can mend here? Nah. Okay, cool. Maybe this will make this go a bit quicker, too. Please. Please. Okay, okay. They're actually moving. Never mind. But yeah. Out of context, we're lagging because I just tried eating chicken is a wild line. It is. Like, God, imagine if that would happen in real life. That'd suck. But yeah, I've just, lately I've been like, hey, I should actually get back into, like, doing my hobbies and stuff instead of just sitting around playing on my phone all the goddamn time. I'm just kind of starting to get back into things like drawing, sewing, that kind of thing. It's mostly because, so I think I mentioned before, but one of my New Year's resolutions this year was to write 100 words a day every single day for all of 2026. So far, that has been a little touch and go, if I'm being honest, but I've been doing my best with it. But the issue is that lately I just have not wanted to write, like, anything whatsoever. And I was kind of stubborn for a bit. I'm like, ah, shit, like, I have to put my nose to the grindstone. I really gotta work on this. And it was just last week that I was like, hey, I'm not doing this as a job. It's like, nobody... I'm under no contractual obligation to specifically only focus on writing for all of this year. That's a nice thing that I wanted to do, sure, but if it's actively getting in the way of me being able to write good things, then maybe I shouldn't worry so much. Okay, I think the lag is better now. It didn't do the thing where it scared me by thinking that it took all my feathers and only made one feather block with it. Should have seen it earlier. It was running one frame and the chickens were overflowing. Yep. Oh, trust me, it was doing that on my end too. It was not fun. We're just gonna leave this, you know. I think I have enough chicken for now. You know, maybe, I might be wrong, but I think we have enough. I think we'll live without having 10 billion chickens in that enclosure for a little bit. Like, I only have one butcher that I can trade with, too. I do not go through chicken that quickly. Same with painting. Oh, God, yeah, I need to get it back into painting so bad. When I was at Michael's, I was looking at some of, like, the paint-by-numbers things. Because I remember as a kid, that kind of, like, helped me get into painting. Specifically, I know one year for my birthday, either my birthday or Christmas, my parents got me this, like, paint-by-numbers thing. It was of a fox. And I had a lot of fun doing that. But I was like, you know what, I've already spent so much money. Should I really do this? Like, where would I even put this painting? That's the main thing with me with painting. I don't really have anywhere that I can store any finished ones. I'll put the bone meal up here so this way I can grow some moss later if I wanna. Alright, actually I'm going to go to bed here because then this way I don't risk creepers spawning out near the village. Oh. Alright. So, at the moment, where the hell is my pickaxe? Where the hell is my pickaxe? Just a sec. What the fuck? Where did I put it? Oh, wait, I know. It's probably down in the mines. I haven't shown you guys this area, but it's not super important. I've kind of flattened out the area so that this way someday I can kind of make like a proper mine entrance. It's a low priority at the moment. But yeah, it's like I would do so many more like arts and crafts things if storage wasn't an issue. Because my apartment is not very big. It's actually the main thing keeping me from getting into Gunpla. Because, I have a friend, Plague Prince, over on Twitch. They have really gotten into Gunpla, and they do a lot of streams where they build it, and it always looks really cool. And I like it also. Yes, this is my little, cobblestone generating area, plus, like, flint. With Farmer's Delight, there's a fun little thing where if you take gravel and you use a cutting board and you right-click with a shovel, it has a chance of giving you back both the gravel and a piece of flint, which you can then use to trade with villagers. So that's actually one of the ways that I, like, AFK farm for, like, emeralds and stuff. But yeah, where? Okay, that's not... I don't think that I have anything that requires Silk Touch, so maybe it'll be fine. Actually, wait, I think I know what happened. I think my last pickaxe broke because I was AFK mining cobblestone. Ah, well. Shit happens. Infinite flint with this one weird trick. Yeah, really. I remember when I found it out, I'm like, wait a minute. There's no way that it's just generating infinite flint, right? But, no, it is. I don't know if that's an oversight or a bug, or if it's actually an intended feature, because otherwise there's no unlimited way to get flint. You kind of just have to sacrifice gravel, and that's a limited resource. I don't know what it is, but to be honest, I hope they never patched out, because it makes getting stuff for villager trades so fucking easy. So yeah, now that I have this pickaxe, I'm gonna drop off this diamond hoe and one of the shovels. I shouldn't need the sword either, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I have an axe, that should be enough. Vesta? Vesta, stop scratching my monitor! Vesta's been very bitey today, and I don't know why. Like, she tends to bite me on occasion. Like, and when I say bite, I'm not... I don't mean, like, oh, bites down hard enough to draw blood or whatever the fuck. No. She's not doing that. She's just kind of, like, putting her teeth on my finger or on my arm. There's a difference. But today specifically, she's been doing that a lot. She's been, like, I'll try to pet her, and she bites my finger. I try and, like, scratch behind her ears. She turns around and she nips my fingers. It's like, why? And now you're knocking things over. You're knocking things over. You gotta go. Have you tried rotating Vesta? I mean, I have. Whenever she does stuff like that, I pick her up and hold her like a baby, because I know she doesn't like it, but also I really like cuddling her, so it works as, like, a fitting punishment in my mind. So, okay. Whenever my cat gets bitey, I force them on a chair, spin it around, and say, get rotated, idiot. Okay, I haven't tried that. Maybe that'd work. Alright, this lovely little build here, I think I am just gonna tear this thing the fuck down, and that's gonna take a while, because, this is obsidian. Yeah, this is gonna be like the next 5 minutes, I think. You love to see it. Okay, now she's sitting very, very nice and polite on my desk. I've noticed that some streamers have, like, a cat cam where they, like, just show what their pet is doing while they're streaming. The issue with Vesta is that she doesn't sit in one particular area when I stream. She just kind of sits wherever she wants to on my desk. Simply spend 6 minutes punching obsidian. I mean, it feels like that with this. I could try and get some extra XP and then see if I could go for, like, efficiency 4 at minimum. Because that might help. But then again, also, it's like, is it really worth it for this tiny roof to go through all of that? Like, we'd spend more time in the long run. AFK obsidian farm? I have not made one of those. I'll be honest, when it comes to things like redstone, and, like, more complicated farms, I don't have the brain for it. I'll be 100% honest with you. I've tried a couple of times, I think, on, like, different worlds. But every single time I get something wrong, I get super frustrated with it. And also I found that, like, with how much I like to just mindlessly grind in video games, I'm content just kind of doing it the old-fashioned way a lot of the time. The AFK farms that I have set up are basically just like, okay, I alter this one setting on Windows, so the computer constantly registers my mouse is being held down. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot easier. Once this obsidian is out of the way, the rest of this build is coming down in like 2 minutes. I should turn on some music, actually. I don't really put on music in the background of my streams a whole bunch anymore. So, I guess the entire Undertale soundtrack is probably a safe bet, right? Like, I would assume so. Alternatively, wait. Oh, right, I have the music just turned off. If we do that, maybe that'll help? Why is there an obsidian geode out in the middle of nowhere? Okay, so this is gonna be the apothecary's house. I'm assuming you're talking about this, like, roof that I was building. The idea was that I would replace, like, bits of the obsidian with, like, chunks of amethyst. The entire Undertale soundtrack is a Wild Half song. I mean, I would love to play it, but Firefox is not booting up. Come on, come on. This is where I'm signed in with YouTube Premium. Because, you guys should not be subjected to ads because I want to put music on in the background. Okay, while this is loading, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. Toby Fox Undertale, full OST, PC Edition HQ. Beautiful. Play that funny music. There we go. Gonna turn that down a little bit on my end. Let me double check. Okay, it looks like it's not capturing the audio. Okay, I might have to... Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Gotta fix some stuff in OBS here. Alright, just a second. Vesta, you need to move! Okay, it isn't even... Alright, in Minecraft the music is starting up. You know what? You know what? Let's not worry about it. The Minecraft music is playing, it's fine. You quickly realize that the songs exist exactly as long as the skit was meant to be. Yeah, it's true, and it's kind of awesome, if I'm being honest. Toby Fox really said, okay, the song only has to be this long, so I'm not making it any longer than that. And you know what? I respect it. It's like the good on one side only principle, where it's like, okay, if you're making... like a sculpture or something, or like something in a diorama that's only going to be seen from one side, you don't need to sculpt the other one. You don't need to make the full thing. I will play copyright infringing music on your YouTube channel in Minecraft. Can the Minecraft soundtrack get you in copyright trouble? I've never really considered this before because in my brain I'm just like, okay, it's video game music. I stream video games. I know it's a different thing whenever, you know, because sometimes video games get, like, the rights to other songs or whatever. But I always just assume, like, hey, if this is just in, like, the OST for a video game, it's probably safe to play on the channel, right? And then I play something like The Sims 3, and I think every single one of my VODs for The Sims 3 has some kind of copyright issue with it. Specifically because a random sim on some kind of community lot will randomly pull out a boombox and it'll play like a Katy Perry song in Simlish. And for some reason, that's liable for a copyright strike. I don't know what record label is looking at, like, the Simlish covers of popular music and going, "Oh, that person, they're stealing our music, they're pirating our music." I'm sure there are people out there who specifically listen to the Simlish versions of those songs instead of, like, the songs themselves. Like, we live in a world with many kinds of people in it. That's gotta be a guy somewhere, but at the same time, it's like, I don't think that's a big enough part of your listening audience that you have to be copyright striking someone who just made a serial killer in The Sims 3. Copyright in general is just fucking wild. Like, realistically speaking, I don't think there's ever been a time where I've heard, like, a bit of, like, copyrighted music or whatever in someone's stream and been like, ah, yes, this is where I shall listen to this from now on. If anything, hearing that music in streams is often the only time that I ever hear it, and it's how I can get introduced to new bands and stuff, because I don't seek that shit out on my own. Hello, it's Simlish. Hi, KP, welcome to the stream. We're taking down a build so I can make it better. Let's get this roof. Actually, this roof is a bit of a... Oh, God. Fuck off! Ah! Stop! Stop! Okay. This is embarrassing. Get me out of here. Every time that I would go to hit it, it would hit me, and then I would miss. God damn it. Get me to bed. Alright, now we'll be fine. But yeah, it's like... Actually, one thing I've been thinking about lately is just, like, how to discover new music I would like, because, lately I've just kind of been getting bored of listening to the same stuff over and over again, because, YouTube loves to do that, where it's like, I'll be like, hey, I'd like a random music mix, please. And YouTube goes, okay, here are the same, like, 50 songs you've been listening to for the last 6 months. And, I mean, I love just listening to the same song over and 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 over again until I've completely siphoned all of the serotonin that I can out of it. But at a certain point, you know, you need something new. Alright, I was talking about this, wood first. I'll get back to that. So originally I wasn't gonna use this, hellbark wood because, it's specifically in the nether. I have not been to the nether in this world yet, actually. I've been holding off on going to the nether in case I want to add a mod that, like, changes the nether generation in some way. Like, outside of adding new biomes and shit. So, until I'm 100% certain on that, I've just kind of left the nether be. But I did have a lucky run-in with a wandering villager, or a wandering trader. So I was able to actually get hellbark, and it works really fucking well in this town. But yeah, it's like lately I've been thinking like, man, I need to find new, like, specifically Vocaloid producers to get into, because I listen to a lot of the big names, you know. I listen to Flavor Foley, I listen to Jamie Page, Vane, Ghost and Pals, Pinocchio P, Deco Nina. All of the ones who are, like, really well known. And I do follow a few, like, smaller channels. I don't know if Fairy counts as a smaller channel anymore after Parties Are for Losers, but I've been listening to this one called Tulip P. She makes really good music. Oh, I forgot that I added a new mod that just adds new stair variations. See, that's the fun with making a modded Forever World, is that it's kind of constantly in flux. You can kind of just always add new stuff to it. But yeah, it's like lately though, YouTube just has not been wanting to recommend me new Vocaloid producers. And it's like, I know they're out there. I know there are new people getting into the scene all the time. So where the fuck are they, YouTube? Show them to me, please. Would a censored hellbark be heck woof? I think so, yeah. That sounds about right. Okay. Got that cleaned up. So, this was the original floor plan. Okay. I'm not sure, because I want to have the tower. I want to have, like, this sort of turret thing coming out here. I'm just, like, maybe a better place to put it, so I'm gonna use these as sort of, yeah, this is better. So if I have, let's say, sort of more of an L-shaped building, so we have 1, 2, 1, 2. So we do that, and then we have this here, and then we kind of pull this out over here. And then maybe going this far? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that could work out. That could work out. And then right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That not being an even number, I don't know if that's gonna work well with Windows, but I guess we're gonna find out. So if I do that, and then maybe if I put the tower, like, more tucked in here? So we do... No, that still doesn't look right, though. They don't pay to get boosted by the algorithm. First off, awesome pun. Second off, yeah, the algorithm right now just does not seem to want to be boosting, like, new musicians. Which sucks! It's like, you gotta get into this somehow. And also, there's a whole thing in the community right now where, this one really popular song, which is one that I actually liked at first, turns out the person used Gen AI to make the instrumental, and also the original vocals, which really sucks. So it's like, also whenever getting into smaller channels, I'm always like, is this actually being made by a real person? Is this being made by a real person because they wanted to make it? Or is this being made by an AI bro because they wanted to make money off the community? Okay, maybe if I extend this out. If I extend this out by 1... and then have the tower be in here. So we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that could work pretty well. I do think also what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put down the floor first. The first thing I look at now is how many song/images they put out in a month. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, the amount of videos on the channel did make sense for someone who wasn't using Gen AI. Like, I think their last song had come out like 2 or 3 months before, and then it was like a month or 2 between their previous song and that one. So, like, just by looking at it, there was no way that I would have really known, outside of like the instrumental maybe being a little bit generic, which I did pick up on at first, but I was like, you know what? Like, this is a new producer. They're still coming into their own. You know, maybe I shouldn't judge. Turns out I could have I could have judged. Okay. So for flooring, I do think I want to use the hellbark stuff as, yeah, these are a mess. I know it says maple wood and then it has like all different kinds of wood. Don't worry about it. Trust me, I know it's a mess. It's fine. It's fine. We just don't have to look at it. I'm gonna turn all of these back into just normal planks. Oh, actually, one thing I should do is... Well, first off, I should at some point mine for more deep slate because I am running low. But one thing I should do is just figure out how I want to have this laid out. Or how I want to, like, use these blocks in this build. Because I was thinking of doing this, where I have the cobbled deep slate on the bottom here. And then instead of, like, having the floor be, like, dug out and having the cobbled deep slate showing, it would be like the foundation in this case. But I don't know, these are like right next to each other. I guess it doesn't matter. It would add some like visual consistency to the village. So that might work out. We may actually go and do some mining tonight because, as mentioned, I do need more deep slate. Thinking about it more, going to the nether would kind of be smart right now because blackstone and like basalt and stuff like that, those would also be very, very good for this, but actually, wait, there's a way to make a basalt generator, isn't there? Like, I could just do that. Minecraft is nothing like how I remember it. I mean, I am also playing with a shit ton of mods. Not a shit ton. I'm playing with like 45 mods, and a lot of them are just like, hey, this makes the game run smoother. Or, hey, this makes it so you can stack buckets of lava, because why the fuck wouldn't you be able to do that? Oh. There we go. Oh, that is going really fast. Alright, sure. Yeah, I should get in the habit of checking this every single day. $45 mods, that's only 2% of the average Skyrim player. You want to know a funny thing? I have played a lot of Skyrim in my life. I have never once installed a mod for it. Like, not once. I should try it at some point, because I'm sure I'd have a blast, but... I don't know, man. It just... I think it's because, like... The only other times that I've really added mods is playing The Sims 3, because you kind of need mods in order to get that game even, like, partially optimized. I've just realized I didn't put away, like, 90% of my shit. Okay, I'm just gonna really hope that there isn't a creeper out here. I'm gonna hope that the game is so nice to me. We're gonna put these in here. We're gonna fly away from the zombie. Okay, we can keep the cobbled deep slate, that's fine. I'll put my fishing rod away, because I don't really need that. I can put the gravel away, too. Throw this Umbran door in here. Get the fuck out. I would recommend modding Oblivion specifically for the recreating the entirety of the Discworld mod. That's awesome. I didn't know that was a thing. That is such a cool idea for a mod for one of those games. I can put the dirt in its proper place. That's fine. Put the gravel away. I'll put the rest of my buckets of lava over here. Ooh, wait, I could put a new one in here. There we go. That'll last a little while longer. Oh, and also... Oh, okay, they didn't use it up. Alright, cool. Cool. Yeah. Wild thing that I learned a while ago is that apparently Oblivion actually directly inspired some of the Discworld novels, like specifically the ones that are dealing more with, like, the goblins. Because I haven't gotten to those books yet, to be clear. Like, I don't really know much about goblins on the disc at the moment, but I think the mindset was, like, Terry Pratchett played Oblivion and was like, hey, these little guys are, like, humanoid. They're their own, like, little humanoid race. Like, why are we treating them like they're animals? It's just a very cool little bit of, like, extra inspiration. Also, I've realized I don't need to be in here. I don't have to be in my geode. I'm supposed to be, just doing some random strip mining. May have been good to keep my buckets, now that I think about it. Oh, I probably closed this up because there was lava back there. So it goes. You know what? I'm gonna just... I've realized I don't have torches! God damn it. Also, I think I used all my wood down here to convert into charcoal. Yep, it's all charcoal. God damn it. Alright, alright. Sure, I can make this work. I seriously have not a single piece of wood. Alright, well. 8 torches, that's all you get. It'll be fine. This is mostly just supposed to be a way to kill time until the morning anyways. You know, hearing about that mod makes me think now. Is there a, like, is there a Minecraft server somewhere full of people trying to recreate the entirety of the Discworld? Because that'd be cool as hell. I'm sure it exists somewhere. Like, it has to, somewhere on the internet. There have to be people in Minecraft building all of the disc. But, like, I'm surprised I haven't heard of it, because I recently learned of this server where they were making, like, all of the different ships from Star Trek. Which, very fucking cool. I know there's also one server where I think they're trying to build, like, all of Lord of the Rings, like, to scale, which is insane. I think that's actually, like, the most notable sort of, like, big building server. That'd be a cool thing to explore at some point. Oh, right, the Star Trek server. Yeah, it's like, I think I saw a YouTube Shorts where they were, like, going through, the USS Enterprise build. And it's fucking nuts just looking at the scale of that thing. Alright. I think also, whenever I leave this little tunnel that I'm making, I'm gonna put one of these in one of the furnaces in my kitchen. Because, fun thing about the chipped mod, it does not like cobbled deep slate. It only has variations for regular deep slate. Which means I have to smooth this. What you gotta do is create a Ship of Theseus server, in which you keep building a single boat with new wood block by block. Man. I don't know how much fun that would be, if I'm being honest. I mean, I say that, but I'm also- Oh! Oh, I don't have any blocks on me. Fuck! Come on! Dirt. Dirt. Save me, dirt. Alright. So, well, let's go somewhere else. It's not supposed to be fun, it's art. Fair enough. It's just, like, I don't know how many people you'd be able to entice onto that server. I mean, then again, weirder things have happened on the internet. Like, the fact that Twitch Plays Pokemon got to the end eventually is kind of, it's kind of a testament to how patient people can be if they just want to see some absolute bullshit through to the end. Okay, I'm gonna open up this. And then we should be good to head back to Will-O-the-Wisp. It'll be better once I've built up the walls, because then I can just, like, go out of reach of the monsters and it'll be fine. But for now, this'll work. I wish they had, like, some kind of way to get infinite deep slate, because it's, like, technically you do have that just by, like, existing in the world, but I don't know. One of my things with Minecraft is that I really hate the idea of, like, just completely digging up an area just to then put those blocks somewhere else, because I like the natural world generation. I know I said before that, like, some of it in my world is a little bit fucked up, a little bit weird looking. But I do kind of want to stay with what was already in my world as much as possible. It's like there is actually a mangrove swamp not too far away from my base. So whenever I was trying to make all my packed mud bricks, I could have just gone there and dug the place up, but it's like, I don't know, that'd make the place super ugly. And then whenever I pass through again, I'm like, oh, right. That ecosystem I completely demolished so I could have cool paths. I don't know. Alright, let's head back. It's funny how I feel like I'm gonna be doing, like, progression in terms of transport in reverse in this world. Where it's like, oh yeah, I cheated in these, like, wings so that this way I could fly around. Specifically until I can build up enough of, like, a safe path that I can just go between these without worrying about mobs. It's like I've got the wings first so that this way I can get a horse later. That's not how you usually do it. Plenty of acacia logs here. I'm gonna turn these back into just normal planks, this way I can use them for whatever. Okay. So, generally for this village, I do want to keep just the same sort of, like, I guess exterior look. Where it's like the exteriors, I want them all to be deep slate, acacia wood, and maybe some hellbark with some umbran stuff for things like doors, things like the little planter up there. So, how do I want to make the walls of this thing? That's better for a floor. It's also better for a floor. That might be nice. That might be nice, actually. Alternatively... See, I really love these tileable ones. Like, that's really cool. It's just, I don't know how well that would work for a wall. That would work a lot better as a floor, I think. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with the hewn ones for now, because I think the rest of these... Well, wait a second. That might actually look kind of nice. Let me just grab some more of these. I really like this particular version of it. Like, I love the color variation to it. I wish more of these had that, if I'm being honest. Plank shavings is also kind of nice. You know what? Okay, now. I'm gonna do hewn and bricky. And I'm just gonna build like a little 2x2 square of each. And see what looks best. Yeah, that's a nice wall texture, to be honest. And then we have this. You know, specifically because I'm trying to make this like an apothecary shop slash like cleric's home, I'm gonna use these bricky ones because I feel like that works better for like some kind of like wizard's house. So I'm not sure if I want to have, because I've had an idea for a bit for a house that sort of has the columns on each corner also be like cobbled deep slate, and then I could kind of like expand this out with like maybe stairs and slabs, and then it kind of like tapers up and then the roof goes out like this and then goes like back up. I don't know though, that I don't know if that'll work for this particular build just because of how small it is. Actually, before I forget, I'm gonna just go and make a whole bunch more of these, like, bricky acacia planks. I just realized I didn't put my fucking deep slate in the furnaces. I have the memory of a goldfish. Where the hell is the bricky one? See, this is the problem with this mod, is just, like, There we go. They all end up looking so similar that it's hard to find the specific variation that you need. Here we go. You know, I wish the music happened more frequently. Because I never did get it set up to, just a second. Okay, if I pull this up and I have it active, maybe it'll show up on properties? Okay, there. And then we'll just move that over here. Also, why did my tracking stop working? I saw that. Okay, there we go. Now we should be good. Let me... I don't know if that's even audible, if I'm being honest. Just a second. Capture audio. There we go. Alright. Chat, let me know if the audio is good. I really should have set this up sooner. I got distracted. I mean, for a while, Minecraft was playing its own music just fine, so I was like, maybe this isn't necessary. And then it just got dead silent again. It is now audible. Hell yeah. Alright, yeah, this seems like a nice little, shop setup. I'll replace this with, like, the bricks eventually. But, eventually is not right now. Because right now, I need to figure out, what type of floor I want in this thing. Because one thing I do have to consider is that, like, I do have this furniture mod. It does not work with any of the modded woods that I have. So it doesn't work with maple. It doesn't work with hellbark. It doesn't work with umbrant wood. It does work with things like birch, dark oak, acacia. Maybe some nice, like, birch floors would be good. I mean, I could just use the maple wood. I do have a lot of that. It's just, I found with this... Like, it's not a bad combination, it's just... I don't know, something about it. It would work for, like, this sort of, like, witch's hut thing I'm doing. I just realized it is very close in color to this, packed mud. Okay. Let me give this a shot. I may also try making a section out of, like, birch. Actually, wait a minute. I have an idea. I don't know how good it's gonna look in the final build, but I know I have some birch. Here we are. Let's make you normal. Let's make... Actually, no, I should make less of these planks. Just to be safe. Because I just want to see... Oh, and the good news is I can just, like, block this up. And we're good to build during the night. Okay. Because specifically what I don't like is how the maple looks whenever it's just connected to the acacia. But if I have some birch going around it... Actually, maybe the inverse would look better. give that a shot. Weirdly, I think I like that more. I think I like the birch being on the inside and the maple being on the outside better. So I'll give it a... Vesta, can you not be knocking things off my desk? Ma'am. This is 2 streams in a row that Vesta has been a little troublemaker. You gotta stop. I'm building. I really should have made more of these slabs. Wait. Okay. For a second, I was like, wait a minute. Did one of my mods let me, like, put 2 different kinds of slabs in the same block? No, I'm just stupid. I just put it on like, a new block section. But yeah, that looks pretty nice, if I'm being honest. I just gotta make way more of those. There better not be any creepers over here. Split off these. This. And then also I'll make this. I'm doing this as fast as possible because I don't want to get blowed up. Great time for the music to change. Not enough. Alright. 3. I need to make 3 planks worth. I could have selected the planks before going over here. Just a second. Yeah, so, Half-Life VRAI 2, huh? I still haven't seen the full VOD yet. I actually, with the stream that we did yesterday, I ended up forgetting that it was happening. But, from what I have seen, it's a ton of fun. I highly recommend, any of you guys who are into, like, improv stuff. If you like Half-Life, if you like, people role-playing as characters from video games. Yeah, might as well sleep. They'll do anything besides play Half-Life 3. I mean, I'm sure they'll play it whenever it's made. That's the problem. Yeah, it's like, I know tomorrow at work I'm just gonna be sitting there like, oh man, I want to watch the rest of that VOD. I want to know what happens. Okay, good. This thing has to stop lagging. Please. There aren't that many entities in the game right now. Imagine if I installed like 1 horror mod and I didn't tell you guys. I wouldn't do that to my world just because I know that a lot of them, like, they'll have events that are like, okay, yeah, half your house is now removed. We've made 10 million bedrock pillars spawn from the earth. Like, I don't want that to happen to my builds. I would really like to just, it's also just for, like, peace of mind. Deep Slate Pillars, huh? Spooky's jump scare Minecraft. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to go and turn off the music here, because now we're listening to Undertale music. If Minecraft wanted its music to be heard, it should have played it a lot sooner. Curly pillar might be interesting. Spiders. I should put that block somewhere in here. It would be very fitting for me. I should be making these pillars. There we go. Sad deep slate. That's kind of cool, to be honest. Glad deep slate. You know, that might look kind of cool as, like, the pillars. But, I don't know, something about it. You know what? This is expensive as hell, but can I make pillars out of obsidian? Because that might be a cool look. Make that vertical, please. Yeah, okay, we'll do a curly obsidian pillar. Let's see how this looks. I'll build up the walls a little bit more and then give that a shot. Might look cool. Might come out good. I know I'm being very quiet for chunks of this stream. I'm sorry about that. At the moment, I'm just trying to focus on making sure that this build looks nice. This way I don't have to tear it down for a second time. It'd be great if I didn't have to do that too often. How's that? What is there to say about a Minecraft? I guess that's true. It's like, so many other people have done Let's Plays of the game. I mean, that's why I was like, oh, I'm not gonna, like, start a new world. I'm not gonna make this, like, a whole series. I may come back to, like, doing this at some other point. Depending on how I'm feeling and if I have other things planned. It's because specifically today, I didn't really have any plans. I needed something that I could make a thumbnail for, like, super duper quick. I just had a stupid idea. I shouldn't. But I think I'm gonna. Because my one thing with those pillars is just that it doesn't... Oh, wait, I don't have that much obsidian. Okay, you know what? Never mind, fuck it. I'm not doing this stupid thing. I was gonna replace all the cobbled deep slate with obsidian. That's gonna take so goddamn long. I don't want you guys to just sit here and watch me mine obsidian for like 20 minutes. Maybe I'll do that off stream. Maybe instead, in the meantime, I'll just focus on doing things like building up this tower. I need bricks for that. Actually, I need smoothed deep slate in general. Very epic music for what is essentially just me running an errand. Ugh. Thank God I'm wearing a helmet. Those will smelt for a bit, and in the meantime... I think we should have enough smooth deep slate back at Will-o'-the-Wisp to make the bricks needed for the tower. The epic music is there to show how serious mundane tasks are. Yeah, that's me listening to, like, boss music whenever I'm just going to the grocery store. It's like, it feels really epic, but, I'm just here to get more potato chips. Okay, I think I do kind of want to keep the bricks that I had before. Let's see, I feel like those aren't the same kind of bricks as these. Disordered bricks, okay. I forgot that Sans comes like right after Heartache. It's such tonal whiplash. Vertical disordered deep slate bricks. Okay, where are the disordered bricks? Music that makes you feel stupid when you're looking for bricks. Yeah, it's like that's the same but different. Where? The soundtrack is just the game. Yeah, basically. It is laid out in the same way that, like... I'm gonna restart that sentence. The soundtrack is laid out, like, chronologically based on, like, when the songs play. It's just, I always forget that it's like, okay, you have this, like, very, like, emotionally charged battle with Toriel, and then immediately you go into Sans pranking you with a whoopee cushion. Music that makes you use too much ketchup. Hell yeah. I've been trying to get better for that lately, actually. I know you meant that as a joke, but it's like... Ooh, that's cool, actually. Wait a second. I don't know if I want to make the whole tower out of that, though. If I could just find these disordered bricks. Oh, there isn't. There isn't just a horizontal version. Okay, cool. That would have been great for me to know sooner. Damn it. All right. Whatever. Whatever. Maybe I could use these as, like, the sides of the tower. That could look pretty cool. I mean, Yeah, you know what? Tiny bricks. Tiny bricks. We'll go with these. I should actually get a few more of these stacks. There we go. How is the sun going down already? I mean, I did just spend, like, 5 minutes looking for bricks that don't exist, but, like, still. Time shouldn't pass so fast, it's mean. I wonder, actually. Let me go test something real quick. Because I've never actually tried to make walls with these. Okay, I guess that doesn't work. Because I know that I can make, yeah, like I have these cobbled deep slate windmill weave stairs. Like, you can use the chipped textures for, like, stairs and slabs and stuff, but I guess it's not for walls. Because one idea that I had to kind of, like, smooth this out and make it look more rounded would be to use, like, walls here and sort of walls out here, so it kind of, like, tapers, instead of just, you know, here's a straight wall, corner taken out, straight wall. But that's not gonna work with this, unless, let me actually tear this all down. At least this half. do go back to being smooth. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, I forgot that I also have, these mods. Windmill Weave Path. That's kind of cool, to be honest. But, no. Not at the moment. Maybe just these bricks. Maybe just the bricks. Okay, well that's just... Alright. Okay, I'm still safe. I'm still safe. Cobbled deep slate platform. Interesting. Alright. Let's not- Ah, fuck! God damn it. Oop. Not letting these guys get close enough to me to hit them. There. Much better. Oh, god damn it. All right. Screw all of you. I'm going to bed. Man, every now and again, I'm like, huh, why haven't I gotten, like, lemonade or orange juice in a bit? And then I get it, and in, like, 3 days, it's gone, at most. I say that because I have a big old glass of lemonade right here. What the fuck?! Alright. Alright, we're safe now. We're safe. It's fine. Can you guys tell that I'm a little bit bad at combat in Minecraft? Just a little bit. I'm just a little dog shit. Let's just do like some basic deep slate bricks. This might actually look better. And these I know I can make into walls. I do think the vanilla option looks better, actually. Okay, but in the meantime as well, I also need to... Let's build some walls. Modern wall would be the smoothest, wouldn't it? You know what, let's just make a bunch of these walls. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, ma'am. So yeah, so if I do it like this, and then I have walls in there. You know what? I do think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna actually look pretty cool. I guess I shouldn't have put that cobbled deep slate in to be smooth. Because now I actually need the cobbled deep slate more than the smooth stuff. I swear to God, out of the corner of my eyes, I keep seeing, like, the green from the goldenrods over there. And for a split second, I keep thinking it's a creeper. There we go. I'll just turn all of this back into normal deep slates. Vesta, you gotta stop scratching my monitors, please. Okay, no, don't scratch the other one. Just a second, just a second. I gotta move this little cat. There you go. Go on my bed. Go on my bed. It's comfier there anyways. So I don't know if I mentioned this on stream, but a little bit ago, Vesta's auto feeder broke. And I was a little nervous for a bit, because I was like, okay, I can't find an alternative auto feeder. Actually, you know what? Looking at this from, like, both sides, I think it would make more sense if I took this out. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better, I think. Yeah, it's because, like, I got an auto feeder for Vesta specifically because whenever I first got her, she would wake me up, like, 2 or 3 hours before my alarm was set to go off, just to try and get food earlier. So it just worked out the best for me to be like, hey, you don't come to me specifically for food. You go to this fun little machine. But the issue is, so many auto feeders are like, oh, install our app. Make sure you're connected to the Wi-Fi. And I don't want that. Like, why does it need internet connection? You can say that about so many products nowadays where it's just like, why does this need internet connection? Why does my fridge need to be connected to the internet? Why does my air conditioner need to be connected to the internet? And it's like, I know why. I know it's like fucking data collection first and foremost, I think. Imagine auto-feeding cats instead of them assaulting the machine until it drops loot. Oh, Vesta tried. Like, she's tried very, very hard to break that thing open. Hasn't worked. The issue is, what did happen is, the thing stopped putting out food. Like, it would go off, it would play the sound, it would try to rotate, nothing would come out. I cleaned it out, I tried to, like, get it working again, and it just hasn't. It's just kinda busted. Why does my wedding ring need a Bluetooth connection? Honestly, at some point we may get to that point. And, I don't like that that is plausible somehow. Okay, yeah, that is way better than whatever the fuck I was doing with the last version of this build. Maybe one more layer for the walls here. I don't think I have enough blocks for this, but it's fine. I'll do what I can, and then I'll just double back to get the rest. It's already happened? Oh, God. I don't think I'd be able to do that. Like, any kind of jewelry that's, like, Bluetooth enabled. I say that even though I always wear, like, Bluetooth earbuds, but it's like, it feels different, you know? Bricky ones. Where are the bricky ones? There. There we go. And we'll craft these for good measure, too. Why does my glasses have Bluetooth? Oh, God, yeah, I remember hearing about, what is it, like Google Glass? Where it's like, oh, yeah, it turns out these things are, like, constantly recording you. And, some people didn't know that. And boned in front of the glasses, thinking it wasn't recording them. It's like, at this point, I do not trust. I do not trust like that. Called them meta glasses. Oh, that's what I was hearing about. Google Glass is that other thing. It was that, like, ad that they put out in 2015 or something. Even if it's connected to Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth, if your internet is down, it still won't work. Oh, damn. I do this to solve a different problem. My cat living in constant fear of the stray, so she's forced to enter. Oh, I've just been enforcing bad behavior by keeping the cat's food bowl by my bed, so she is forced to wake me up at 4 a.m. to eat. I do this to solve a different problem of my cat living in constant fear of the stray, so she's forced to interact. I see. Some people bought it, it was trash. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who would look at anything made by Meta at this point and go, yeah, I'm sure this is a perfectly valid and awesome product that's only gonna do good things for me in my life. Like, I don't know. After all of, like, the fucking metaverse stuff they were doing back when NFTs were super big, and, like, them basically trying to make what is essentially a knockoff version of VR chat and somehow doing it worse. Actually, I want to see. Just a second, because this is the botany bench. Okay. They don't have anything for Skulk. That'd be really cool if they did, but they don't. But yeah, it's like, I feel like just through that, they kind of showed that it's like, I don't know how to put this other than they have no fucking idea what they're doing. New Yorkers are big on it? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? Like, not you specifically, but you know what I mean. What would this make for good pillars? Because it's nice and simple. You know, I don't want too many, like, clashing textures in this build. Why is this song so fitting when we're talking about meta? Because it sets off people's fucking fight or flight response. Like, you hear someone in your family says, oh, I'm thinking of getting those meta glasses, and then fucking boss music starts playing. It fits. Okay, yeah, I think the polished deep slate is the way to go with this one. They are of a different mindset sometimes. True, but... oh well. Okay, so now that I've got this mostly figured out, I guess now we work on the roof. And like I said, I do want to use the hellbark wood for this. And maybe I'll make a few extra stairs, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Because this is a bigger build than I originally had. The question is, how do I want to do this? Maybe just a very simple, like, hut-style roof would be nice. So we take some slabs and we just... make a nice little ring around. And maybe, like, cutting them off whenever... like, not building a roof around the tower? Actually, wait, this isn't correct. It kind of works, because, like, one thing that I've noticed is that whenever I build a house of some kind, I don't like it when the texture of the walls and the roof are the same. So, like, if I'm making something out of, like, wooden planks, I don't want to use a kind of wooden plank for the roof then, because it has the same, like, texture to it. But because I'm using chipped for the acacia planks, it kind of works out, because now I can just have this, like, basic plank texture for the rest of the roof. I'm so glad there's not a skeleton right here. Oh. Hello, bastard child. I am not playing with you today. So, things are finally, starting to kinda, sort of, unthaw where I live. I say kinda, sorta, because it's like, we'll have, like, a day or two where it's between, like, +5 and +15, or just something crazy like that. And then the rest of the week it'll be freezing, and also we'll have freezing rain. Which has kind of been hell for me at work, if I'm being honest, because I never know from day to day just how dangerous the roads are gonna be. It's not great whenever you drive for a living. But, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do slabs, and then I'm gonna do stairs alternating. Is that... That's a creeper in my build. Great, okay. It's that fucking meme of the SpongeBob fish looking in the toilet. Oh. That's a creeper inside of my Minecraft build. Awesome time for Spooktune to show up. Song that might play when a creeper is inside your house. Song that might play when a zombie enters your house. In Illinois, in the last 48 hours, it was 75 over 20, then snowing 67 to 30, then snowing 40 and raining. Damn. Yeah, the weather has been very, very inconsistent. I forgot how much I like the stupid little Napstablook songs. Do you guys think that there being a fucking ghost version of Jingle Bells, do you think that was foreshadowing for the holidays in Deltarune? That's not how that works at all. Okay. Well, how am I doing this then? Okay, that works. That works. I've learned how I'm doing this. Oh, but the silhouette of that is gonna fucking suck. Okay, never mind, never mind, never mind. Tear it down. Tear it down. Don't forget that couple days a year where it hails for no particular reason. True. I mean, we don't get hail that often where I live. At least I haven't really noticed it all that much. Okay, I think maybe at this point, maybe I'll just use stairs instead of these slabs. Because I think that looks a little bit better, just from where I am, from where I'm standing right here. This does look a little bit better. Is it ever warm? It always seems to be cold on your side. During the summer, it gets stupid hot and stupid humid. Like right now, it's cold as balls because it's winter and it's Canada. But like, by the time we hit, like, May or June, like, we get up to, like, 20, 30 degrees Celsius pretty regularly, which, whenever you live in a place as humid as I am, it's fucking hot. I kind of just have a deep-seated loathing for summer, I think. I was trying to find, like, a lighter way to put it, but nah, loathing is accurate. It's because, as a kid, my family just, we did not have any... Okay. You know what? Get fucked. Get killed, idiots. I wanted to pick up all my hellbark, and I wasn't gonna just wait for those to despawn. But yeah, it's like, for years and years, we did not have an air conditioner, and the summers just kind of kept getting hotter. And, I have learned a thing about myself over the years, and it's that, if the room I'm in is over 15 degrees Celsius, or I think that's like, 65, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, I cannot sleep. So, I think I just kind of, like, in my head, started associating summer with insomnia. Because that was just how it was. It's like, ah yes, this is the time of year where I get to barely sleep. I'm always sweating and miserable all the time. It's like, yep, that's just what summer is. But then again, it's like, I have a pretty, like, decently good cold tolerance, so I think it's just, like... God had to nerf me somehow, basically. Do this. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I wasn't sure if that was gonna connect properly. Oh, god damn it. I was just celebrating. I was just celebrating about a different block connecting properly. Summer is the season to go outside because my room reaches 110 Fahrenheit if the computer is on. Oh, yeah, I feel that. Like, my room doesn't get quite as hot as that, but it feels like it gets close sometimes. You know, let me look at this from afar. Let me give this like a little bird's eye view. Or I can fall and almost die. That's good too. You know what? That looks fine as is. Like that's a nice little like hut style roof. That's what I was looking for. I can just close the rest of this in with slabs. Actually, I'm gonna make this one taller. Yeah, that's good. There. I should also correct this. There we go. Yeah, it's like I'm looking forward to the spring solely so I don't have to worry about, like, driving on ice and snow. But at the same time, I'm kind of dreading it. But then again, I mean, last year was pretty fine. I mean, I have my air conditioner in my bedroom now, so the sleep isn't as big of an issue. If anything, I sleep my best in the middle of the summer and in the middle of the winter because that's when my room is actually cold. Beginning of spring, when it gets too hot, there's kind of nothing I can do about it because I feel weird having my my air conditioner on in like April, especially if it's gonna be, you know, like really cold the next day. It's like this feels like a waste of electricity. But then I'm just laying there sweating for hours waiting to fall asleep, and it's a lose-lose. Similar thing with the early fall where it's like, oh, it's like October. I don't want to have my heat on, or my like, I don't want to turn my air conditioner on anymore because it should already be cold enough. There we go. I was about to say, like, if I can't do this, I'm going to scream. Okay, if I make stairs that go up like patch in this little hole. Well, we'll just use some hellbark for this. That's fine. There we go. We can have a nice window here. Let me see. There. There, because on each side we'll have room for shutters. That's nice, that's nice. Okay. Now what about here? If I do one like this, that was 2 out. One like this. Yeah, that's nice. We can have another 2 open here. And then maybe another window here. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And then over here, because my idea with this tower, okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work as a door. Rip. My idea with this tower is that it's gonna be like the home for the little cleric guy who lives here. Alright. I am gonna have to wrap up pretty soon, but I want to at least finish the shell of this building. I'll be honest, this was supposed to just be like a one-off, oh, you know, I don't have anything planned, let's just do this. Fuck it, I can make a thumbnail for this in like 2 seconds because I don't have to take making a Minecraft thumbnail seriously. But I have just enjoyed kind of yapping while putting down my funny little blocks. I feel like a lot of this tower isn't actually going to be used, but, I don't know, it looks cool. It looks cool. That's all we needed to do. Just to keep that, that 3D look all around it. Maybe not that many. Maybe just 16 walls should be enough. If I have to use more than 16 on this, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, I think I needed like 5, 6 actually. Oh well. Now I have them in case I want to use them later. Yeah, there we go. That's looking nice. And I think, do I want to do the obsidian roof again? Okay, I am gonna build it up like 1 layer taller. Because I think it would still look a little bit weird how I have it. I'm gonna use these deep slate bricks again in the future, I'm sure. See, the thing with having mods, like this many mods that add a bunch of different blocks to the game, is that I don't want to make, like, too much of a specific building block in case I never use it again. That's actually why I like the chipped mod so much, because even if you've changed, like, a certain block into one of, like, the bajillion different kinds that they let you make, all you need to do to change it is just bring it back to the crafting station. With things like deep slate bricks, it's like, oh, that's permanent. So I try to be careful with it, just to save on inventory space as much as possible. Okay, if I'm gonna fall, I'm just gonna over here again. Yeah, that looks like a good size, and then I can do a similar type of roof to the main roof. A few more slabs would probably be appreciated. Gonna hold off on, well, if I want to make it the same, then I would kind of need to make some slabs. Okay. That's not even gonna be remotely enough. What am I thinking? What am I doing? What's wrong with me? I'm being stupid. This is peak music for building in Minecraft, if I'm being honest. I keep saying that this stream. What? Every now and again, my brain just, like, latches onto a phrase. I can't get on top of this tower. Come on, man. I know how to do this. How many times have I done this? There we go. There we go. We're fine. We're good. It's all okay. That is not enough. My dedication to using obsidian in this build is gonna be the fucking death of my patience. I always forget, what song is this? Oh, Stronger Monsters, right. That's from hard mode. Can you imagine if, like, after Deltarune is done, Toby Fox is like, okay, guys, I've heard you. I've heard what you guys want the most. And he actually adds a proper hard mode to Undertale. Peak is also a game where you climb up a mountain with your friends. True. I've got to play that again. I played it a couple of times with my friends, Plague and Psycho, over on their channels, but I've never played it on mine, if I'm being honest. Why do I keep saying that? What? What's wrong with me? I need to be a little more normal. Like that? Huh. Adding these walls in has kind of messed with my ability to make this roof, I think. Actually, wait. It's just because I was losing the plot. That's what I need to do. There. There. And I need more slabs. Okay, gotta... Fuck! That didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. I thought that was gonna do, like, half my health points. Here we go. Okay, making, like, 32 slabs has to be enough, right? Like, there's no way I'm gonna use more than that in this roof. And whatever I don't use here, I'll use for some other project, I'm sure. God damn it. Come on, come on. There. First try. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to really go inwards, am I? Eh. Oh well. So it goes. Like I mentioned before, I am a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to these builds. Which is stupid. It's like this is a world that I've made entirely just for me. Like I'm not trying to make the biggest, most impressive builds that the world has ever seen. I'm just kind of trying to make this a nice place where I can come and chill after like a long day of work. God damn it. Please. I need to not be misplacing my obsidian. There we go. Cool. And then up here. Alright. Very nice. Very cool. I think the way this is gonna work out, I can even put like a little spire at the top of this. That'd be cool. That'd be neat. I like how there are two varieties of this, and it's literally just, oh, we have one that's less intense and one that's more. Is this the part where they're like, oh, that dog's a bomb? Wonderful bit. Put an extra slab up here, and then I can put a wall. Okay, Mr. Skeleton Man, I'm gonna ask you to not shoot at me for 1 second. Didn't listen, but it's fine. I put the wall here. There we go. Let me look at it from afar. Maybe a little too high up, actually. This is the best song on the soundtrack. Everyone knows it. Okay, I really like that roof. I like the way that it kind of looks like a witch's hat, almost. Very fitting for this build. Yeah, you know, that's a nice little place. I'm happy with that. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep. This way the monsters go away. I would appreciate it if I was not getting assaulted as I work on my funny little Minecraft builds. Oh. Okay, I have enough charcoal. I can just put that in there. So technically, with making dried kelp, technically I don't have to use lava buckets or like charcoal or anything. Because one thing of dried kelp smelts enough kelp to make like multiple blocks. Which again, that's another thing that feels like it might be an oversight, but in this case on Mojang's part. You know what? Thinking about it, I'm gonna... Oh! Hello. Ah. Do not, okay. Screw all of you, I'm leaving. Oh, every time that I take poison damage, I fall. How much longer? Please. There we go. Okay, if these guys are still, like, sitting right next to my stuff... Okay, I think I'm good now. I think I'm safe. I hope I'm right. There. Alright. So, I think before I end the stream, I'm just gonna get, well, first I'm gonna get, like, some stairs up to... What the hell, man? I'm gonna get the door, like, some stairs up to the door. All of that. I'm just gonna make that real quick. Brown bricks. There we go. Oh, interesting. All right, I'll use that somewhere else, probably. Just a sec, just a sec. So if I have one right here, and I want to put stairs around, that's fine. Okay. There, maybe something like this. No, I'm not a fan of it, if I'm being honest. Again, why am I saying that so much? Who put this brainworm in my head? Maybe maple. Maybe maple would work, actually. Actually, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. I have an idea. I have an idea for what I can do. I'm gonna need more of those. Let's make a couple more maple fences. So we have this little, like, porch type area. And then we have the stairs going up to it. And then we'll put a fence here, and we'll have to go up there. Be great if that would connect. Man, alright. So what if instead... It all began when you talked about your AC. ACs do have fans. Very true. Very true. Alright. If I make gates... and I put them... here, like this. Okay. Well, that at least connects, right? But then that's on nothing. That's on nothing, and it looks like shit. So maybe that's nothing. That's nothing. All right, there. Kidding. Okay. But see, now that doesn't connect. Okay. Okay. New idea. New idea, motherfucker. Let's just make some packed mud bricks. I keep calling them packed mud bricks. I don't know if they were ever called that, ever. Can I... Don't make that go. Over. Every time you say, my brain insta-plays the sound that Minecraft villagers make. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Any time that I think about things, like, really hard, I do just do the Minecraft villager noise. I have to actively restrain myself from going, at work. It's an actual problem. Okay, so if I put this... I don't know how these work. This is from a mod that I have not used before. Okay, okay, wait a minute. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting to something. My only worry is that villagers won't know what the fuck to do with that. So, maybe... No, that doesn't. That looks like nothing. This, and this. Okay, that looks pretty cute. That looks pretty cute. You know what? Fuck it. Who needs handrails? Speaking of packed mud, I keep getting recommended videos from those completely self-sustained houses made from dirt and tires. I feel like I fell down that rabbit hole at one point too. I feel like it's just fun watching like DIY videos on YouTube. I will make railings. I did not realize I was gonna make 2 of each. Alright. Now we'll add these railings. You know what? Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. I was a little uncertain for a minute with these like diagonals, but nah, you know what? That looks fine. That looks cute. Oh right, I also have to add a floor in there. I'll do that real quick and then I'll end stream. I've really got to go actually. I do need to get to bed relatively soon, but it's not that strict. I can stay up just a little bit longer. Going to bed early, originally my thought process was like, oh, this is great because if I wake up before my alarm goes off, then I can get up, I can like do some stuff around my apartment. It'll be great, it'll be fun. Oh shit, ow. I just ripped my earbuds out. Oh, hate when that happens. But yeah, I was like, oh, wait, shit, that was my bedtime alarm going off. Soon. God damn it. Yeah, so, see, I got these. Thank you for having us. No worries. Give me just a second, though, because I am not done yet. I'm gonna make the floor in here out of birch wood because I don't know. This being made out of mostly, like, dark stone does make me think that we need something a little bit lighter for the floors. Hey, there we go. And then maybe we can have a little bit of maple here connecting it. Oh, well, I'll worry about, like, lighting and furniture and stuff later. I might come back to playing this Forever World on stream at some point. You guys are probably going to see a lot more buildings here because I've decided that I am actually going to play Minecraft the way it was meant to be played and not as some idle game where I'm just constantly collecting resources for no reason. But yeah, let me actually do one last little aerial, like, flyover of this, this little, like, apothecary shop that I'm making. Add a Wobble Dogs mod? I don't even know what that would look like in this game, if I'm being honest. God, I did it again! I need to end stream so I can shut the fuck up. Why? Wait. 6. That tree just generated like that. I didn't do anything to those leaves. I didn't even notice that until now. Playing Minecraft is an idle game. No, idle. I-D-L-E, not I-D-O-L. I mean, I'm playing it the same way that someone would play Cookie Clicker. this tree would be a great way to see it. There. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, one of my main things with this particular village was there has to be like an apothecary shop and it has to have like a turret in it. So I'm glad I got this. Idol game, you say. What would that even fucking look like? What would that particular genre of game even be? You've invented a genre of game that I can't even comprehend. You're making non-Euclidean games. Actually. No, I need to end stream. I need to end stream. I can't keep saying, oh, well, what if I just do one last thing? Although now that I see that I have these, I am just gonna do one last thing. I've gotta go. It would look like the Somnium Files. Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. I should have thought of that, if I'm being Not again! No! God! What? I'm gonna force myself to forget how to speak so I can learn it again and correctly this time. Give that back. There we go. Some nice windows. That really fits the vibes of this place. And I need to get a door. After the door, though, that is gonna be the end of the stream. I promise. I promise. That's gonna be the end of the stream. I'm not gonna keep playing Minecraft until 10 o'clock. I can't be doing that. I still need to call my grandma before I go to sleep. The risk I took was calculated, but by God am I bad at math. Laughing at streamer like we got the monologuing. Okay, I know what I just said, but I just thought of another cool thing I can add to this house. But as soon as I'm done with the window shutters, with the window panes, I am ending stream then. I promise, I promise, I promise. We're doing it for real. It's fine. What the fuck? Oh, I'm in a stone cutter. Why? God damn it. Alright. It's fine. No, not that, not that, not that. We want the trapdoors. Do I have other trapdoors in here somewhere? Could've sworn. There we go. Oh, this is like too much. I might add... That's an adorable entrance you got there. Thank ya! It's always great when your compliments come to you in the form of a pun. Okay, wait. I could do this better. I could do this better. I cannot do this better. Okay, never mind. I was thinking I would have, like, these handle bits, like, I would try to make them on the outside, but I don't think it's gonna let me do that. And a good OST to end on, too. I mean, it's gonna be a second. I feel like this OST is gonna be over by the time I'm done with this. Especially if I keep placing the trapdoors incorrectly, that's, not ideal. This will go on for a minimum of 30 minutes. It better not! It better not! Ah! Stop putting them upside down! There. We'll do one more, like, little run around. I'm also gonna put one up there, maybe. No, that looks stupid. I'll put something else up there eventually, probably. Maybe I'll have a nice little hanging sign. Not gonna make that today, though. No, not today. But just do a little walk around now that I've got the windows and the little shutters set up. It's looking good. Just gotta do the interior now. Gonna just put this away. So this way I'm not carrying a bunch of random wood whenever I log in next. I also never put away my fishing rod. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna perch myself up here. Nice. All right, let's go to the just chatting screen. There we go. We did actually end on Undertale. That was nice. Alright, well, I had a lot more fun with that than I was originally expecting to. Like, I did kind of run into the thing that I used to run into when I was playing Stardew Valley, where it's like, oh god, I need to think up, a billion things to say. Do the interior next time? I mean, I'm probably gonna end up working on that off stream, if I'm being honest. My channel at the moment, is supposed to be largely focused on RPG Maker horror games. I declared this the year of RPG Maker. It's just today I was originally not gonna even be streaming, so I needed to figure out something kind of last minute. But yeah, I had a blast playing Minecraft, and I feel like it'd be fun to do this more in the future, maybe. I can't make any promises for things like Guerrilla streams, because a lot of the time I just do not have the time and energy for those. But in the future, like, maybe the next time I stream, I might just hop back into Minecraft instead of starting something new, because if I remember correctly, so next weekend, I'm gonna be out of town, there's not gonna be a stream, and then the weekend after, I am home, but then the weekend after that is Easter. So, I may still be a little apprehensive about starting something new on the 28th, or the 29th. That's purely because I've had games that I've played on stream in the past where it's like, oh, I get to play this for like a week, and then I have to leave for 3 weeks, and then I get to play this for a stream, and then I'm away for another week or two. Going Kingdom of Loathing, it's not yours, it's Minecraft? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means if I'm being 100% on. God fucking damn it! I need to stop saying things! Why is this my new catchphrase? When did this become my new catchphrase? This brainworm better be dead by the time I stream next. I'm gonna say this tomorrow, and I'm just gonna end up with like a 1,000-yard stare. I'm gonna look like that meme of like the soldier. This cannot continue. I've also noticed that I say fair enough way too much, or that's fair. But at least that's, like, you know, that's 2 words. That's nothing. That's not that bad. A whole phrase. I need to stop saying it over and over. Anyways, but yeah, thank you guys for coming in and watching me do a little bit of building. It was a ton of fun. Like I said, by the time you see my Forever World next, it may look a lot different. I'm not gonna just, like, leave building things to when I'm on stream. But, I may end up leaving the interior of this one until I stream next. That might be fun. You know? Get to show you guys the completion of this build. But yeah, let's get into the normal end of stream nonsense. So, if you're new around here and you like what you saw, and you want to be notified whenever I go live next, then hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. That's how YouTube knows to tell you when I'm live, because apparently subscribing is not enough. And also follow me over on Blue Sky. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I don't use Twitter anymore. I just use Blue Sky. I've been posting there a lot more actively lately. Like, I think I posted like 3 or 4 times last week, which might be a new record. We'll see if I can keep that up. Sounds good. See you next time. Yeah, have a good night. Thanks for joining us. But yeah. So, have a great night, you guys. Have a great week this week. I will see you all on the 29th. Bye!